So, I said I wouldn't do it, but I somehow felt compelled. I am, of course, talking about your friendly neighborhood Spider Man animated series, episode 2. Like I say, I watched episode 1 and I hadn't seen any of the trailers, and if I had, I probably wouldn't have watched it. But because I did watch it, and then there was things in it that was so obvious and so predictable, as well as the obvious woke agenda, the DI nonsense, the race grifting, and obviously the mythical, made for mythical modern audiences and modernity. Um, and I just thought, I will just give episode 2 a try. Luckily, it wasn't a very long episode, and if anything, it was even worse. It's more like a modern day sort of wrote by a inexperienced uh, ideological feminine activist. It was like I say, animated high school drama, and as well as that, it was also very boring. And if anything, oh no, some serious issues now, as well as bringing current day into it and the race swapping. I haven't got anything against females or minorities or anything, but I do think when you've got established characters that have been loved for decades, the people who, like myself, grew up and watched the animated series on TV, the people who brought and collected the comics and still do, as well as the millions of people who went out and watched the movies, and for some reason they felt compelled to not only make Harry Osborn a black dude, but they also made him. Well, I actually thought it was a woman when I first saw him. A bit like that viral clip you've seen of that deputy fire chief, who said, the one who said, famously said, uh, is she qualified to do the job? Could she carry my husband out? So I'm going to have to carry my husband out. And, if for some reason my husband got trapped in a burning building, he's 80 odd years old, he's a bit frail, he's got trapped. Uh, well, my response is, if you need me to carry him out, then he got himself in the wrong place. And it seems like that was the inspiration for him. But besides that, I'm just gonna bring up a couple of images, uh, and see for yourself, what do you think exactly is wrong with him. Um, so the first one I'd like to take you a look at. I'm going to do this in edit, but here you go. Tell me what you think. And secondly, there's a bit where uh, Jack Peter Parker goes to see Norman Osborn, and again, there's another picture of Norman Osborn standing next to Captain America, and I might not have read all the comics, but yeah, I'll just bring the picture up now, and as you can see, it doesn't seem to make sense, and even changing the origin of him getting bitten in his powers, and then they don't explain uh, how it manifested and how he found out about it. He gets bit, and the next thing he's out and about doing these crazy things. But yeah, this series was particularly boring. It was obvious. I said it in my last video. As soon as I saw the girl with blue hair and whatnot and stuff, and I was like, yeah, she's going to be the love interest or something, replace MJ, and whatnot. That happened. Um, Norman Osborn goes to his house, and sort of obviously an internship, and he turns up, and as soon as he's introduced to the office, it's a diverse lady. Oh, where are you from? I am from blah blah blah, Uganda, and Cicero here is from blah 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 the land, and blah 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 is from down south, and she is from this is so great. We have a truly global team, and it's so interesting. And yes, we know we do like to have this diverse cast and all the rest of it, and to actually, it's normally like, how do you do? Introduce yourself, your name. I specialise in this. Here we're going to be working together. And then later on, it might be that's a strange accent. Where do you hail from, or whatever? But just to walk in and blatantly that's run down your throat. And there's a diverse lady with her arm missing. That's obviously going to come back into it later on. Yeah, and other than that, it just seemed like it was written by a inexperienced woman with an agenda. I mean, it could have been written by a bloke, but it seems to have that feminist touch. You've got the representation in there, the diversity. Um, they've had to include this weird love, what's it, triangle thing. And it's, well, it's just like some animated high school drama. and there's no fun, and it has the usual mix of unfunny or forced bad humour. Anyway, people, thanks for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. And this is Population Nation, and I will catch you on the next one.